Welcome to another edition to In the Divide. Hopefully everything's been good with you. Welcome to the community. We're doing another thing because there's more Algo news. This is the channel where we bring all things crypto together with Algorand. So hopefully people are in a good place. There's things going up, things going down, things going sideways. But here in this place, in this space in our community, I am here to give you news. Hopefully positive news, neutral news, but news that you're going to use to be able to hold your bags, because that's what we're doing here. In the Divide is going to be a channel where, like I said, we're focused on the algo, we're focusing on the crypto, we're focusing on the information that's going to be able to keep you to hold your bag. So go ahead and hit that comment, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell notification. I need you to subscribe. I'm trying to do my best here, trying to punch through this 100 subscriber mark. I know I can do it. The information you get here, I guarantee was going to help you hold your bag. Crypto, this here is an investment channel, not a financial advice, but it's an investment channel that's going to be able to help you refine strategies. Because what happens with an investment and not a gambling is that investment typically has a long-term project or prognostication to it. An investment usually is not an immediate turnaround. That's usually called a gamble. We don't gamble here. A lot of times crypto gets its name because a lot of people get in because of moonshots. Somebody got in and everything exploded. They are a millionaire and all of a sudden everyone wants to be a millionaire too. But this is not what this channel is about. This channel is about investing. This channel is about the routine things that you need to do to maintain your bag and keep it growing. Without any further ado, let me share my screen because there is news, algo news for you. Today, we're going to be talking a little bit about the Napster. We probably hit this a little while back about Napster, but Napster is now officially out of retirement, and it's going to be able to move in a new direction because of the blockchain. It's going to be able to, what it's going to do, it's going to create its own. Okay. And of course, it's going to be on the Algorand network. So how good is it going to be? How good can this coin really be for something that, you know what, it's old. But this is one thing you got to understand. Tokens with use cases are the things that actually will end up having a long-term and a viable use to people. A lot of coins that are just out there just pop up and have no utility. Those are the things that can go poof overnight because there's nothing really holding it except hype, hope, and helium. Okay? Hype, hope, and helium. And all those three eventually runs out. Okay? Let me show you here. So in the last year, layer one decentralized dApps networks have been trying to make themselves into one-stop shop for all internet needs, launching search engines, geo-tracking, music streaming dApps. These platforms are laying the foundation for the decentralized Web3. Soon these platforms hope to be competing with the massive centralized tech companies that dominate the Web 2.0 ecosystem. So everybody understands the 3.0, when you hear Web 3.0, because it's the new terminology, this speaks of more of a retail movement. This is where it's a decentralized organizations. Think of it as the news media, cable news, regular news stations, and now think about you're getting your news sources from YouTube and other instances. Those are decentralized because they're not necessarily one top shop, and they are streaming whatever ideology or whatever program from a top-down approach. These are singular individuals coming with news articles and news facts. So this is what Web 3.0 is. It's actually on the ground where retail people, where individuals control their own channel, control their own brand, and it's actually can be tapped in individually by whoever wants to get into it, thus creating a huge market that is not centralized but decentralized based on whoever is participating. So you really are bringing in a new kind of ecosystem to at play that's going to really challenge the old monarchy system where you tap in and Google or Facebook, Meta, whatever kind of dictates, YouTube dictates. Soon all these legacy things is going to be really challenged by Web 3.0. So this is what Napster is trying to do, is trying to get in on the ground floor of being able to really tap into the Web 3.0 and allowing people to stream music, allow people to have more choice in the things that they're going to be listening to. And I'm pretty sure with the token, it's going to give you some really cool new features that's going to be in it, where you have certain playlists or certain things, and maybe somebody else can tap into your playlist, and there's a little fee for somebody being able to tap into your playlist. But it's going to be wild how things are going to be changing when this Web 3.0 take off. And Napster and Algorand is channeling this into the new era, because we are in a new era, but it's so at its infancy, people really, what's going to really last. So the next thing I want to talk about and bring it into new news on the Algorand topic is Algorand crypto in Nigeria. I don't know if you people in the know, people that I talk to. I'm really excited about some of the things that Algorand is doing in Nigeria, in Africa, because the base of customers of what Algorand is doing, it's very forward thinking. And I tell you this, they're not doing it as we're going to make a lot of money. They're going into it where if they change the dynamics of the people's lives in these countries, giving them access to certain things, you create a better chance for them, that you create a better opportunities for the people in these economies that are destabilized in a lot of ways, that are deficient in a lot of ways, that have limited protections. When you create this opportunity for them to be able to be self-sufficient with their own income, with their own money, you create different opportunities that's going to change the course of history for not only the generation that's coming about, but it's going to change the whole economic structure of those countries to where it's going to be a better, even footing, where it's going to be a less corruption, because these people are going to be able to have more access and more security with their own funds. But Algorand crypto in Nigeria. Now, this is the IP exchange and wallet. So what's going on here is that Algorand is collaborating with the federal authorities in Nigeria. So basically what this is one of Algorand's strategies. If you'll see it even in to a lesser degree when we're talking about El Salvador and Central America countries. It's trying to get into these places where a lot of disenfranchised people are, because we in America, we're spoiled, for lack of a better word. I know everyone's not rich or anything like that. I'm not rich, but in these other economic systems where you can't trust the banks, your ability to manage your money is limited, in your fear of nothing is really yours. Everything is so tenuous, because your government's not stable. Your government's even crooked than the United States government, when that's saying something. When you have all these people trying to grab pieces of the pie and no really a governmental oversight, it could get really bad. So what Algorand is doing is they're partnering with these companies. And here, the Nigerian Federal and Algorand have created a 3-year agreement to create a cryptocurrency, developing it through the partnership with Koi Banks and Growing Africa Group. The Growing Africa Group has the ability to create and trade IP rights on their own wallets, which Nigerians can then add all types of IP rights for sale using blockchain's technology. Using Koi Banks, the Growing Africa Group wants to create homes for refugees and vulnerable people across African countries via a scalable platform. So one of the things that Algorand is doing is what you call embedding. Okay, you're embedding yourself within the structure of an economy. And once you embed yourself into the very structure on what the economy is built on, they can't get rid of you. You become integral to the ecosystem, to the structure, to the how the economy works, what people get used to. And this is what Algorand is doing. It's playing a long game. And this long game is really very, very smart by being in a position to do this, because Africa is one of the more untapped countries, especially when it talks about economics, because it's so big, it's so wide, and a lot of times it just gets forgotten. But doing something like this, I think, is a very big boom. It won't come out to be something that you're going to see the benefits of this year, but in the future, this is going to be a very great boom for Algorand. Not only is it a very forward-thinking in a mindset of helping the structure of an economy, but it's also a great business sense. I'm really bullish on what they're doing. Like I said, this is not financial advice, but I want people to see the tea leaves, how they're doing this, how they're implementing the structure of what they're building. And there's not a lot of hype behind it. People want to look at it and it's like, this is not, the price of the coin is not going up, but listen and look at what they're doing. Looking what they're putting their situations into, how they're trying to grow. And like I said, in my previous video, is Algorand a commodity or a security? Look at how they're doing this. Nothing in here dictated about money. This was about use cases to build different societal benefits for those who are underprivileged. That means what they're doing is not an investment of trying to get more money, but to try to uplift a structure that has need of an integral part to make sure the viability of those who are underprivileged to now get stability. That sounds like something that's not a security, because you're not looking for money off the practice of it. You're looking on building a community. That means you're providing a commodity. I want you to look at it. look at it nice and hard, because this is what happens when you're looking at a technology with a blockchain with a great technology, a nice leadership, in a forward thinking that's not thinking about just tomorrow, but I think they really thought about this plan and doing what they're doing. And I think this is going to reap a lot of benefits. And I'm not telling you going to make money tomorrow, but right long term with Algorand, and you're going to be pleased. Well, this is the video. Hopefully you are blessed by it. And this is hoping that your tomorrows are better than your today. And I'm out.